Hi, this way here. We're kind of like just into the first week of POE2, 2.030. And as you can tell, I'm doing a fresh restart, so this is an SSF. And the reason being is because like, kind of feel like the game is already figured out for 0.30's meta. Generally, if you wanna like do super well, you would go a bow character. It's either lightning arrow, Deadeye, which is like really high scaling. You can spend like multiple mirrors, like one mirror per slot, or if you want to go a budget setup, which kind of does the same thing for about, I don't know. It does. I would say it functions at maybe like 60-70% of that speed, but on a like 1,000 times less expensive budget. It would be the Poison Burst Pathfinder, which is also a bow character, right? So I figured if the meta is already figured out, I want to just go SSF because I want to figure out. I actually want to do more crafting and stuff. So when I play trade, I almost never craft because I find that it's like it ends up being like a profit crafting situation where once you figure out what to do in crafting, all you do is like figure out how to make money off it rather than to craft items you need. I don't know why, it's just me specifically, and then a lot of the time in the spend in the game is just like looking up Path of Exile and then POE trade and figuring out like what's like when you have failed items, you just decide like you spend the most time what's the term for it? Price checking. Because you're going like, oh, what do I sell this for since it's no longer an item I can use. So yeah, I didn't want that. Yeah, so anyway, figured might as well restart SSF for that reason. See how it goes. Sorry, when I'm fighting a boss, I can't really talk and fight at the same time. Anyway, yep. Hopefully this will be an interesting experience. Using the new omens, using the new crafting mechanisms for SSF, I think will be pretty cool. I think so. So my plan is to do this. I will start Hollow Pump Ranger. Reason being is I was testing out Monk and Ranger and I realized that the number of points you take to get here is pretty much around the same. You don't really have that much of a point difference. What you lose is maybe some skill, some melee damage at the start and some skill speed, but you actually do get attack speed here, so it counterbalances it a little. You also have access to all these LE damage nodes as well as the pen nodes faster. So I think in general, Ranger is stronger for Hollow Palm early. You don't get Invoker, but I don't think Invoker is that big of a deal. I think you can just go Pathfinder right off the bat and just get, utility from Pathfinder, like, cannot be slowed, cannot be frozen kind of stuff, or extra skill points, and it will be zooming, right? So you do Hollow Palm early, and then you start farming for a good Fizzbow, because you won't have Voltexic, and once you get a good Fizzbow, or Plague Fingers, if you get Plague Fingers, that'll be great, then you can just go an LE Bow, but if you don't have Plague Finger, you have to go with Fizzbow, and if you go with Fizzbow, you need to farm for it, right? So I'm gonna try to get a Fizzbow out and see if I can swap the poison early. I don't think that's the case. And if I do get a good Fizzbow, I go straight into Poison Burst, and then I go Acid Flask. If I don't get a Fizzbow, I will go my first Cetizen into something that's helpful for Hollow Palm. And then Hollow Palm nodes would be just this: getting the pen nodes here, getting the pen nodes here, getting attack speed nodes here, as well as the attack damage nodes here. Yeah, and getting some of these as well. I could also like go Flask and then get this right. So. Yeah, so this is my plan so far. Should be pretty okay. SSF will be I think SSF is good learning. Because you get to figure out a lot of stuff you normally wouldn't have to in trade. Alright, see you guys. I'm out. I'll probably do periodic updates on this. Maybe like I'll do more regular updates probably. Because when in trade it was like really boring to do regular updates. It's like, the progression is not really that interesting. And it's not like the build concepts are new or the build archetypes are new. Everyone's just doing like quarterstaff bows or whatever. So there's already existing frameworks. There's kind of no point making videos for those. But for SSF, it'll be quite. I think it'll be okay. So this is just start. Like, what's my plate? 2 hours. Okay, so it's not too bad. But yeah. Probably we'll do an end of the day update for this, and then end of day 2, end of day 3, etc, etc, etc. Level 23 here. Alright, see you guys, I'm out. Bye.